Today, we talk about the incredible trajectory of Jack Ma, the creator of Alibaba. This man, former English teacher, knew how to overturn the codes of online commerce to shine on the international stage. You will discover how he transformed his passion for learning languages into a true professional asset, eventually becoming one of the richest people on the planet. In this video, I offer you a vivid and sincere story, straightforward, to share as much information as possible about his journey. Settle in comfortably and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video to support the content. Jack Ma was born in 1964 in Zhejiang province, China. As a child, he was already very curious about what was happening beyond his borders. He regularly devoted his mornings to going to a nearby hotel to talk with tourists and improve his English. Despite this trait, his academic journey was fraught with obstacles. He failed several times in his entrance exams, whether for college or university, but this did not discourage him. His extraordinary determination always pushed him to move forward despite the doors that closed. After various unsuccessful attempts to find a job, Jack Ma ended up teaching English at Hangzhou University. His salary barely exceeded $12 per month, but his enthusiasm remained intact. Thanks to his interpersonal skills, his students appreciated his way of breaking the academic routine. At the same time, he began to think about more ambitious projects. Seeing the rise of the internet as an opportunity to seize, he even tried to launch a first business focused on online quotes and services. But it was a failure. Despite everything, his creative spirit never extinguished, determined to try other paths. Before continuing, let me introduce you to Notrade, an app available on iOS and Android that truly deserves your attention. If you're looking for trading signals, reliable for your stock market operations, it is free and offers easy-to-use features while providing in-depth analysis to guide you effectively. Its goal? To give you an edge in following market trends to spot the best opportunities. Do not hesitate to try it and to form your own idea. Without wasting more time, let's return now to the fascinating rise of Jack Ma and the continuation of our story. In 1999, Jack Ma gathered 17 friends and colleagues in his apartment to lay the foundation for Alibaba. The goal? To create an e-commerce platform that would connect sellers and businesses, first in China, then internationally. At that time, the digital economy was still in its infancy, but Jack Ma was convinced of the enormous potential emerging, you bet, in China. Despite doubts and mockery, he managed to convince his close ones to invest in this idea. The adventure of Alibaba had just begun with the ambition to facilitate trade on vast, sometimes difficult markets of access. Alibaba started modestly, but Jack Ma had a broad vision to provide tangible support to small and medium enterprises so they could sell their products to diverse buyers. He knew that ease of use and customer trust were major points. Thus, the platform paid careful attention to, as a priority, the user experience by simplifying the interface and emphasizing transaction reliability. Gradually, Alibaba gained notoriety, attracting industrialists, merchants, and investors. The revenues began to rise impressively, reassuring the teams that the founder's strategy was paying off. A significant step was the launch of the subsidiary aimed at Western customers, such as Alibaba.com and AliExpress, allowing the company to reach an international audience. Jack Ma encouraged a corporate culture based on speed, adaptability, and a good dose of creativity. He traveled frequently, meeting investors and partners to consolidate Alibaba's presence abroad. This expansion was accompanied by media attention, People wanted to know who this English teacher turned successful entrepreneur was. Financial markets then began to pay close attention to Alibaba, paving the way to success on the planet. Despite these successes, Jack Ma had to face various obstacles. Local competitors were trying to slow down his rise, while his sometimes unconventional management style surprised more than one person. Also, the regulatory environment in China posed a real challenge, imposing its share of restrictions and controls. Nevertheless, Jack Ma managed to adapt thanks to his interpersonal skills and a strong ability to anticipate. Some investors were skeptical because of the inherent risks in the online market, but the determination of the Alibaba team remained unwavering, supported by the unshakable confidence that Jack Ma placed in his project. Over the years, Jack Ma not only built an economic empire, he also emphasized education and solidarity. He created several funds dedicated to supporting rural areas and innovative school programs for disadvantaged communities. His commitment is not limited to simple charity. He seeks to empower people to organize and innovate by themselves. His vision, his humanistic vision, emphasizes cooperation between entrepreneurs, government, and individuals to promote a collective good. In his view, success would lose all its meaning if it did not have a positive impact on people. To launch e-commerce in China, Jack Ma had to overcome several hurdles. First, he had to raise public awareness about the reliability of electronic transactions, since trust was not established at the time. Then, he was able to engage in dialogue with the authorities to establish clear and reassuring standards, allowing for broader use of Alipay and of digital payment. Finally, he trained and supported many entrepreneurs, so showing them how to highlight their products. Training has always been at the heart of his strategy, helping sellers gain confidence. Alibaba has established itself as a major player. Beyond online sales, Alibaba has invested in other areas. Cloud computing with Alibaba Cloud, entertainment less known in France, for example, or in Europe, but with Youku, and logistics with Canino. This conglomerate demonstrates the desire to anticipate market needs and continually innovate. In each sector, Jack Ma pushed by encouraging his collaborators to be ingenious and rely on a long-term vision rather than immediate gains. This diversification has allowed better resilience to economic crises and demand fluctuations, further strengthens Alibaba's reputation. Thus, the ecosystem created by Jack Ma proves to be very extensive. Jack Ma is also known for his direct and sometimes theatrical communication style. He does not hesitate to show or get on stage during internal events dressed as a rock star to motivate his teams and break the hierarchical distance. His speech is based on optimism, humor, and simplicity, allowing him to reach a wide audience. He willingly shares personal anecdotes, reminding that he started from nothing and never stopped dreaming big. Thanks to this sense of spectacle and his ease in front of microphones, he was able to captivate employees, partners, and media around the world. There are several lessons to be learned from Jack Ma's success. First, his story illustrates the importance of perseverance despite repeated rejections and failures. He always knew how to bounce back and move forward. Then, his obsession with simplicity and reliability demonstrates that the primary focus should be on serving the needs of customers. Moreover, he has proven that even with limited or non-existent resources, one can build a colossal company if there is a clear vision and the enthusiasm to defend it. Finally, his generosity towards community shows that success is not built solely on the pursuit of profit. If this inspiring journey spoke to you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to follow our upcoming videos. Activate the bell so you don't miss anything, and give a thumbs up if you learned something new. Your support encourages me to continue preparing detailed and accessible content for everyone. You can also comment to share your point of view or ask your questions. I'm always delighted to read your feedback and engage with you. So, ready to continue discovering personalities who have managed to transform their ideas into great success. See you in the next video. Until next time. Ultimately, Jack Ma embodies boldness and determination, qualities that propelled him from simple English teacher to tech magnate. His journey emphasizes the importance of daring, taking risks, and not being deterred by rejections or difficulties. Alibaba is now an unmissable empire, and its founder remains a source of inspiration for countless entrepreneurs. Whether they are beginners or already established, keeping Jack Ma's example in mind, everyone can nurture their own ambition and progress toward his professional goals. Thank you for following this story, and see you soon for the next episode.